What's up? Welcome to Cookies and Tea with Miss MEka. Hey. Okay, so on this episode, I think it's number 6, we're going to be talking about the financial responsibilities when it comes to a relationship. Who's responsible for what, okay? So let's just get straight into it. Because a lot of people is going to say that the men are responsible for everything, right? And I don't agree with that. So you won't get a lot of women that don't agree with that, but I am one that don't agree with that. But y'all know I'm different. So it is what it is. So let's jump right into it, okay? So from my point of view, the responsibility of your bills is your bills, okay? Depending on the situation. So if we're not living together, but we're in a relationship. We're made it official. We're officially in a relationship, but we're not living together. So that means you got yours, I got mine, right? So that means you got your bills and I got my bills. So why would I expect for you to pay my bills? I don't, okay? I'm going to pay my own bills because that's what I've been doing. You coming into my life adds to my life. Doesn't mean that you're supposed to, start providing, everything for me. You're just supposed to add to it. So if you want to every now and then pick up a bill for me, then that's on you. And I'll love you gratefully for it. But I'm not holding you responsible for my bills, okay? No one should hold anyone responsible for their bills. However, like I said, if you want to do things, then I will appreciate it because most of the time men do make more money than women. And not only that, like, I'm a single mother. The guy that I'm dating and most guys that I'm dating, they have kids, but they're not solely responsible for their children. So it's just like I have way more on my plate. So I wouldn't mind if you picked up things like you get my hair done, or my nails done, and toes and things like that. Like that's very much that's all I really want, you know what I mean? But I also not going to ask you to do any of those things. I'm not going to ask you to do anything for me because I feel like a man is supposed to know what a woman needs. And if he's able to provide and he wants to, then she shouldn't have to ask. He should just be like, here, babe, you got some money for your nails, your toes, whatever. Especially if she's carrying her own weight in if she's carrying her own weight, if you fucking with her like that, then you should just want to do stuff for her. Especially if she's not the $40 begging. You know how they be. So, look out for the ones who should be looked out for. Anywho's, so if we're going on dates, who should pay for the dates? The person who initiated the date. Whether it's the man or the woman. If I ask you if you want to go out, then I plan on paying for that date. If you ask me if I want to go out, then I'm expecting you to pay for that date. So whoever initiated the date should pay for the date. I'm not going to be like, oh, let's go to this whatever 5-star restaurant on big trips and then expect you to pay for it. If I suggest it, then I might want you to put on if it's a trip, but I'm going to kick in, If you paid for a trip, I'm going to spend some of my money while we're on this trip without a problem, gratefully. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's this big thing going around about guys flying women out. I don't really know how to respond to that because, for one, if a guy flies me out, then I'm going with that in my mind that we going to hook up or whatever, because what the fuck else am I going for other than a free trip? Like, I'm not feeling that ladies flying out and then don't go. Pay for your own trip if that's the case. You know what I mean? Go on a girl's trip. You don't have to worry about being obligated to sleep with anybody. I don't feel like she should be obligated, and I don't even feel like it should be a discussion. If I jump on the plane to come kick it with you for a couple of nights, but maybe y'all never met each other in person and then y'all get together and it's not what you thought it was going to be, or she's not what it thought I get turned off easy. So I can like you. I've talked to y'all about this before. I can extremely like you today and get on a plane tomorrow and get there and be like, ugh. You know? But I probably would give you your money back for the flight and I just wouldn't spend no more time with you. I probably would enjoy my vacation on my own because I'm definitely not flying out without money to get back or whatever. I'm not flying out broke. Like, if a girl comes on a trip broke and she don't want to have sex with you, red flag, fellas, but okay. And so the flying out thing, ladies, just don't do it. That's what I say. Unless you can get your ass back home on your own. That's what I suggest. Okay, so what if we're living together? That's a different story, okay? So if we're living together, then the dynamics of the relationship has changed. So most likely, as a woman, you're expecting things from me like cooking, cleaning, even though we both, whoever might be financially paying the bill, most of the time, the woman is making sure that it gets taken care of. It's a lot of things, plus we're taking care of the kids. It's a lot of things that get put on. We got to look good, smell good. I've talked to y'all about all this before too. So it's a lot of things that a woman carries that I feel like that she shouldn't have to carry as much financially if she's carrying all these other things. You know what I mean? So if you want her to be that house type of woman, man, then you just taking care of so much that she has room or time to do those things. Because if she's going to work too and doing all these things, come on now. And then you still probably making more money than her because that's just how it's been set up in America. Like, men make more money than women typically. So you should, I don't say you should be paying for everything if she's working, but if she's doing all those other things, you should definitely be paying at least 70% of the finances in the household because what she's putting into the house physically is carrying her, you know what I mean, carrying a lot of weight. Because some people pay people to do what she's doing, you know? So cover her. 70-30 is good, I say, you know? However, if you're also doing things around the house, you're cooking, you know, y'all sharing the household responsibilities, then 50-50 is fine with me. I know I can really find, I can name probably on one hand how many women I know that agrees with me when it comes to the 50-50. A lot of women just really think a man should just be responsible for everything because she's giving them sex, but I'm getting sex too. I like sex too, so I ain't. Anyways, so I just don't think, I think 50-50 is good. If we're doing 50-50 on everything else, then 50-50. And plus, I feel like that it's, you know, it solves that you don't have to have nobody. I don't want a nigga controlling me. A ninja, my bad. I don't want a ninja controlling me. So if I'm contributing, I have more control over what's also going on. So that's my thing. But yeah, I think it's no problem with a man, a woman going half on finances if the man is doing everything that she does too around the house. So on another note, if she's not working, red flag. But some men don't want women to work, you know? So if you decided that you don't want her to work and you want her to just stay at home, then you already know you should be contributing everything as far as finance comes because you asked her to stay at home. And you shouldn't make her have to beg or ask you for anything when you asked her to stay at home. You should make sure she's straight because I hate hate asking people for stuff. So I would never agree to staying home. It's been situations when I was married where I had to stay at home, like I was pregnant or I got injured one time, or even a few times I just wanted to go to school and my husband was like, I hated my job. He was like, quit it. Go back to school. And he covered everything financially during that time, but I was doing everything else around the house. Like a housewife. I was doing everything else around the house. So he covered everything else. And I never had to ask him like, oh, I need money for my hair. He knows me. Like she keeps her hair, does she keep? So he gave me what I needed. And when he got attitudes or whatever, he would use that against me and withhold money or whatever, and that shit bothered me. So I took my ass back to work. Smart woman would, you know. So, but what if he was just way more, or she was? What if one person in the relationship was just way more financially stable? Not even financially stable, because we both should be financially stable, but one was rich and you was just you. You was just regular old 9 to 5 you. Or maybe you had a little more than 95 like me. But just regular. And you dating somebody who has excessive money. Like maybe a street dude or a rapper or whoever, you know, somebody with extra money, that money just come easily and they go trick it on strippers and do other things like that, big bottles at the club and stuff like that. Oh, I'm not paying for nothing if we living together. You're paying for everything. You spending thousands on strippers and stuff like that. I ain't got a problem with that. But you ain't gonna have a problem with me just sitting there and you taking care of everything. Okay? Like, we getting maids, we do, because if you throwing money at hoes and doing all this all the time like it's nothing, then we finna pay somebody to do all the stuff around the house, because you giving money away for free. That's what, and like I said, I'm not mad at it. We can go together. We can go do it together. But I'm not touching my pocket. I'm not. I'll buy you birthday presents and Christmas gifts and, you know, little stuff like that. But I'm not really touching my pockets. Like, if we go on trips, I'll buy, you know, I'll probably pay for food. But I'm not, the money's coming from you anyway, so it's still your money. I'm just saying. So anyways, when it comes to finances, it really depends on the dynamics of the relationship and where each person, their financial level. So if you're up here and I'm down here, then you come on now, get me up there. Even if you don't have to take care of me forever. Put me on, so we can both be on. You know what I mean? Because I don't mind working. I don't mind at all. I'd rather work than sit at home and have somebody dictate everything I do, because they're taking care of me like I'm a kid. If you act like a kid, they're going to treat you like a kid, so you can't even get mad. So, in closing, that's all I have to say about financing. I'm pretty sure that's something I always come up with more later, so I'm going to start doing like little clips later that don't, you know, whatever. I always think about it after I edit it. And anyways, thank you for watching another episode of Cookies and Tea with Miss MEka. Next week, we're going to talk about moving on. How long should it take you to move on? Some of y'all out here like, it's scary, it's sad, it's sickening. If it don't work, it didn't work. But like I said, that's next week's topic, and I can't wait to talk about it, because it's going to be juicy. It's going to be juicy. I just had to give y'all a little tea with Miss MEka today. So, cookies is coming. Cookies is coming. I got some cookies for y'all. Don't trip. Thank you for watching Cookies and Tea with Miss MEka. See you next week.
I sell drinks to a sleeper out here making life sweeter. I was born to do this shit. Official business in the kitchen. Hit 'em with that socket. Took me. Taste my cookie. Ain't no rookie. Actual daddy. He just booked. I'ma eat it up. Eat it up.